we're so different. We're so different.
But could you be with somebody who's exactly you?
Probably not, because then
You guys would get a fist fight.
Yeah.
I still would have the up one.
Exactly.
And
And it
it's
would be
worse
an
and
ongoing
worse.
cycle. Yeah.
And my mouth is smart mouth. Like, you know how I am.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could be rude. I could be mean. I'll tell you the truth, and it's going to come out the way it comes out. If I don't say it, my face will say it. That's what I get told from my family. So they're
It's like, I'm always glad I'm never on your bad side because I don't know that.
Boom, boom.
Recording. And whenever you're ready.
We're good to go?
Yeah.
All right.
Action.
Action. Welcome back to another episode, Two Dads in a Pod. I'm Walter. We got Miguel over there and a very special guest, long time coming. Was that? Oh, in the hizzy.
Oh, in the hizzy. Sorry, I was trying to be hip.
Very special guest, long time coming, Rocky Reyes.
Yes.
And the girl with the eyebrows always on point.
You know what? I need to make a shirt like that. Just
What?
for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Just
No,
for you.
okay, if you really want to do it for me, you have to one day just appear with, like, I'm serious. If you don't feel like taking anybody's shit one day, come into work with just eyebrows kind of matched. Just everybody like, oh, shit, what the hell's wrong with Rocky?
Sometimes I do.
Wait, you put them lower more?
Well, sometimes they're just like low and just like I don't give a fuck sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it's on a Sunday though. Like when I used to work, you know, the weekends, that's when I was like, fuck, here we are, Sunday.
Do you ever just do that for your kids? Just like
No, I show up, I'm in the house with no eyebrows. Like that means business. Like you can't tell whether you know what's going on in mom's face. Like that's when.
Or you should do one up and one down, so it looks like you're like, ain't no fucking way.
How can nobody else can see that? Sometimes it's like that. Your eyebrows are never the same. Like seriously,
What
if
do you
you
mean?
ask the girls,
Mm-hmm.
we always know that your eyebrows aren't the same. There's one higher than the other. And if you have them like leveled out, you're really lucky.
Okay, but I mean like The Rock, you know, like Rocky.
Oh, like permanently stuck as
Yeah, just for the day. Just
you know, so you said make a shirt?
no,
Out
I
of it,
told her
or-
do that with her eyebrows.
Do that with your eyebrows? Oh, no, so I'm thinking you can actually trademark your eyebrows.
Oh no, she
Right?
definitely could.
So
She
on
definitely
on,
could.
like on the back of this hat, do like eyebrows. So when people wear their hat backwards,
Dude, we might have to make. We might have to do a Two Dads in a Pod like ex Rocky collab.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go. And people will know. Don't mess with
Yeah.
you.
Oh
Because
shit.
they know.
yeah.
That might. I think we will have to do that. I'm gonna make. If we ever do make
If
ones,
you
I'm
do.
going to make one with your eyebrow prints, and that's the one you're gonna wear.
Oh my god.
The Rocky
I
just-
can't.
okay,
I
so-
can't.
So you can actually
No, you really could trademark your
I
eyebrows.
could. 'Cause I always get compliments on my eyebrows.
You have to. I'm surprised that your Instagram like a picture isn't just the
My
brows.
eyebrows.
Like, have you? You have to look at Miguel's personal Instagram.
Okay.
His picture is that like,
it's just a beard and glasses
yeah.
in a circle.
but honestly, if you're it's a pre-made one, but like you would see, you think it's Miguel.
Oh yeah, I guess
You have to do that.
I'll have to try because I mean, like I said, people always do compliment me on my eyebrows.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my god, your eyebrows so good. What do you use?" Like, and then they're expecting like I go to Sephora and you know Ulta, and I'm like, "Girl, I go to Target, Wet n Wild, 98 cents. There you go." Like that's it. I ain't spending $14 on a pencil that's gonna last me a week. Legit. Like Rocky, like 98 cents is the best. I'm not joking.
You can actually okay. So when you brand that hat or you
Yeah.
trademark it, whatever, you can do for every hat purchase. You could say one of this goes to like a young, inspiring women or something like soon to be, whatever.
Like makeup artists. or
Yeah,
something?
because there's a lot of people that do like
That's
tutorials and stuff like that.
That is
But
true.
yeah, anyway, we're giving you business ideas. What do you do for work? Let's start there, so that way I'm not like
Yeah. So
we're not
Miguel
giving
has
you
no idea who you nothing about yourself.
Okay.
yeah,
Well, then want me to start from the beginning, how I met Walter?
yeah,
Sure, why not?
So I met Walter at SDI,
Mm-hmm.
but there's a backstory
What's
to me and
SDI?
Walter.
Is there?
What's
Your brother was going out with my sister when I was in high school.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So you know, and I always thought, I was like, okay, like he has a younger brother and a sister, and I always met the sister, your sister Diane.
Diane.
Okay, Diane.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I never got to meet the other brother. So when I started,
So it was just a mystery, wasn't
you
it?
were a mystery because he would always, you know, have Diane or bring her over because me and her like Hello Kitty at the time.
I didn't even know my sister was there.
He brought her over like once and we were talking.
Huh.
But I was like, I never knew Walter. I'm like, okay. So then when I started SDI, I saw him.
What's SDI?
Scientific drilling.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
So one day when I started, I went to the other building where the keeper lab was.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw Walter. And I'm like, I know that guy. I know him. Oh my God, he works here. I know his brother. And I remember telling, I don't know if it was like Josie or something, like, his brother went out with my sister. I was like, oh my God, he works here. And then one day I got the courage to be like, hey, you're Evan's brother. Remember that?
I think so, yeah.
You're like, yeah.
I might have just got to the keeper lab because I transferred there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been at the company. By the time I went to the keeper lab, I was like 3 years in.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 3 years in or something is when I like moved department. Yeah, that whole side was completely different than what it was on Buena Vista side. Yeah.
I did not even know that.
Or I'm sorry, the Rolly Gate side. Yeah.
Rolling Gates over there.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. And I remember going home and telling my husband, like, oh, I met Evan's brother today. And he's like, really? And I was like, yeah, I've always wondered who you were.
This is new to me.
It's all new to me too.
But yeah, so, and then we got closer once you moved over to the new area.
Oh, yeah, the propeller.
Propeller.
Yeah.
That's what, yeah. So then I remember seeing you in the cleaning room.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, he's in the cleaning room.
Yeah, no, yeah, we'd walk by each other more often. That's when we talked a lot more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times, man.
It was fun because then we got to know each other. And now I know you don't like raisins. In my
oatmeal cookies.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That still hurts me to this day. Like,
does it really?
I love oatmeal cookies with raisins.
It's the worst thing you can put in a cookie.
You know why I like oatmeal raisins and cookies?
Why is that?
Because they were like $1 at Food for Less or something like that. Those big packs.
Yes.
Yeah. Sometimes they were frosted too. Either or.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what's the worst thing that the high school did one time when I was in summer school? Probably around the same time me and you were in summer school. They made chocolate chip M&M cookies.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, and then there was raisins in them too. For whatever reason, it was.
So we met in summer school English class. Was it English?
It was English because we had Miss Sanchez. We had Miss Sanchez.
So we had Miss Sanchez, right? And years later, I work at the theater, so everybody goes there, kind of thing. And she came in, and I recognized her because I remember when we were in there, we would always joke around a lot. So like, there was one time where she's like, "Oh, don't start with me, you jokester," or whatever. Yeah, she was trying to single me out, and I'm like, "Como pendejo." Like, what do you mean?
Miss Sanchez.
And I remember she came in. It's like, "Oh, yeah, hi, Mrs. Sanchez," because she did say like her husband was like Mexican or something along those lines. That's the reason. I remember her explaining why it's Sanchez and she's white or whatever.
Yeah.
And then she came in. I was like, "Hi, Miss Sanchez." Like, it's not Miss Sanchez anymore. I'm like, "Oh shit, my bad, my bad." And no, I just figured I'd share that since we're all here.
Summer school, yeah.
Summer school. We were doing a lot of Naruto stuff.
Oh yeah, no, it's just crazy because then I didn't talk to this guy again for like
years.
How many years? Oh yeah, years.
And then we had like mutual friends.
Yeah, and then now we're here.
That's cool.
Yeah,
you always reconnect.
I mean, that's why I don't burn bridges. You don't know when you're gonna talk to somebody or see somebody.
Just need the right lighter fluid.
I don't. I'm different. Sometimes I don't mind burning a bridge. I know how to swim, so you know what I mean. Like I'll fucking swim my way.
Nobody said there's a river under it. Everybody always assumes there's a river under the bridge.
In my bridges, there's always rivers.
Okay.
Swimming away.
There's no Mortal Kombat pit for your bridges, depending on who the bridge is that you made.
That's true.
Maybe.
Lava.
Maybe.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you guys saw Shrek, right?
Yeah.
That rope bridge had lava under.
Oh yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Shrek.
No.
Damn.
Anyway, so you guys met at SDI.
Yeah.
When you say it like that, I was like, oh, it's like a leadership institute or like an
does
after school program.
Like, you see me in that? Oh, hell no. Like, I'm sorry. You and your eyebrows gotta go.
I was gonna say, is this
I don't fit in here.
eyebrow?
No. There was that one time when there was raining though. She had to cover her eyebrows. My eyebrows are gonna get wet.
I gotta run back in.
Anthony's the one that told me about that.
Anthony, yes, he would. He'd be like, "Rock, it's real." I'm like, "Oh, I gotta go back in." It's like I don't have my sweater.
So Raquel's your name, right?
Yes.
So when did you get Rocky as your?
So I got Rocky in elementary.
Really?
My uncle would call me Rocky.
Any reason why? Is it just because it's just Raquel Rocky?
Yeah, like he put it together, which was great because I always got called Rachel, Rochelle, Rockwell. Like, how do you get Rockwell? Like, it would make me so mad. Like, older people would comment, I'm like, where do you get Rockwell when they call you in for like a doctor's office?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, you know what? I just got to go by something that everybody is going to know. So one day at school, he said it and a couple of my friends heard it.
Yeah.
They're like, Rocky, do they call you that? And I'm like, yeah, my family calls me that. And they're like, oh, okay, well, can we? And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, just go ahead. And from then on, I've been Rocky.
It just sucks that your husband's name's not Adrian.
That
That
would have been
every time you can't find him, Adrian.
Right?
Adrian.
Can you hear me calling him from the bedroom? Yeah. Adrian, where are you? No, yeah, he does. I don't know. I don't think he really likes the name Rocky.
What? Your husband doesn't?
I don't think so.
What does he call you?
Oh,
that we can know of.
Wait, I know, right? Just babe, or when I'm in trouble, he'll call me Raquel.
So he never calls you Rocky?
He'll call me Rocky, like, to joke around and stuff, but it doesn't sound right coming from him.
Yeah, so you don't.
So I'm like, don't
call me that.
Yeah, I'm like, you're not like a friend. Don't call me Rocky.
My wife calls me babe all the time. So there was one time where she goes, Miguel, can you? I'm like, excuse me. You're like,
Are we in angry terms right now? What did I do?
And I'm like thinking around, like, it's okay. Like this is gonna be okay. You know, like
anxiety starting.
But I couldn't leave it alone. It's like I'm either babe, baby, hun. Like I'm not gonna be this Miguel that you talk of.
Who the hell is this guy?
It sounds
weird. That's my
weird.
stage name.
Well, what is your wife call you?
That's my government name.
Actually, no, we don't have pet names for each other.
Really?
She just says Walter?
Yeah, she just calls me Walter.
Not Walt?
No. You know what? Few people call me that.
Really?
You among them are the ones that calls me Walt. I call her Kate. Like, she's Caitlin, but I call her Kate. But other than that, no, we don't have pet names for each other.
Like in Aladdin when the genie was trying to make up, like, can I call you Aladdin or Laddie or whatever?
Laddie, yeah.
How about Wallow?
He said,
there you go.
Anthony was one of our other coworkers, Anthony Montoya. Shout out.
There you go.
Did you kill his father?
He's actually he actually thought of Wallow not too long ago.
Really?
Yeah, he said that, but oh man, he was a cool guy character.
He was.
So
quiet, but cool. He was always kind of quiet.
Was he always kind of quiet?
Like, he'll like come in. I'm like, Anthony, what's going on? And he like would open up.
Maybe I just thought him different. But maybe he was a little quiet.
Maybe it's just me. People are like, oh.
Yeah, maybe. It's the
I get
brows.
that a lot.
Maybe you had the eyebrows a little lower that day.
Right? Like, I don't know. I always get people who are like, oh, okay, like.
Yeah, no. But so what I want to touch on is that you're a boy mom. Right, you have two. Two boys. You're severely outnumbered.
Yeah.
How old are they?
Well, my oldest is 15 and my youngest is 9.
Oh shit.
No.
Did you ever want a girl?
I did, but then I was like, you know what? I'm okay being with the only girl.
Okay.
In like my family, like.
Oh, okay. Right, because you don't have any brothers, right?
No.
All right, so.
Stuck with sisters, and I just had them all with me like last weekend, and it was crazy.
Oh, your sisters are
all my sisters?
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So that's when I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I have boys.
Okay, so in retrospect, you're like, okay, it's better that
God bless me with boys, and I'll take it. I'll take it because.
Now, did you ever want to stop at 2 kids? Was that always the?
No, I wanted to have 6.
What?
When I was younger, I'm like, I'm a big family. I have 6 kids.
So you wanted to have a basketball team and a 6th man?
I did.
I can't imagine, man.
But then
Is that 6 people?
It's
like,
I don't know
is
what
that a football team?
What sport has 6? I don't think.
volleyball? No, volleyball has more, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
What other sport has 6?
Yeah, like 6 like per team or something, like on the field. Yeah, because sometimes people are like, oh, I want a whole basketball team. You're like, okay, you want 5 like on the court.
Or make a basketball team including yourself?
Sure. But you wanted 6.
I did when I was younger, and then once I had my kids, I was like, you know what, I'm good with 2.
Yeah.
Because then you have to do a babysitting, and that was the main part why we didn't continue, was because we didn't have enough babysitting.
But you have them spread out.
I do 5 years because it took me that long to get pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So if I tried a couple years after my oldest, but
Just
didn't work.
out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. So are any of the mama's boys? Or are they both?
I would say my little one's a mama's boy.
Okay.
He's really sensitive with me. So if I yell at him, he starts crying.
Oh,
because I like hurt his feelings.
He's your baby.
And I'm like, stop crying. And then he tries to hold it in. You know how kids are. They're like, I'm not crying, but there's tears coming down. And I'm like, stop crying.
Yeah, Sophia, every time Sophia cries and stuff like that, and like there's no reason for her to cry. She's just crying to cry. And when she goes, no more crying, she goes, okay. Like that's like she's defeated or something.
Yeah.
Once they come out, it's kind of hard to turn off the faucet.
It is, and I'm just like, stop crying.
What about your oldest? What's his personality like? Different to the youngest?
He's very stubborn.
Okay.
And that kills me because that's how I am.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's what comes from you.
And my husband's like, "There's your clone. There's your clone." Like he's talking back. I'm just like, be quiet.
So he's 15, right?
He's 15.
So he's definitely hitting that stage.
Yeah.
Or has he always been like that?
No, it was when he hit his like teenage years and puberty. Mm-hmm. That's when the talking back. That's when like, no, mom, I'm right, you're wrong. And I'm like, I'm the wrong mom to go up against.
Yeah.
You know, you better recognize. You know, and he did one day. Yeah, he made me so mad before I went to work one day, and I destroyed his PS4.
Oh shit! You went OG.
I did.
What'd you do, or what happened?
Well, he didn't do a chore, I believe, that he was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I was just like fed up that day. I was like, just do your chores that I ask you. That's all I ask you. Mm-hmm. And he didn't do it. So he thought I left. Okay. But I was still at home, and he's pounding in his room. Like, you know, when boys get mad, they just start pounding stuff.
Like stare at the door and like, oh, you want to fight?
Yeah. Or talking their crap. And I'm like, what is he doing?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's like saying, I'm like, that's it. Like, I just went like the
thin walls, motherfucker.
It is. And that's why I heard him. I was like literally like, dude. And I went in there and I'm like, what are you doing? That's it. Yanked it and just threw it on the ground, picked it back up and threw it back. And he's just sitting there like, oh my God, my mom just ruined my.
How long ago was this? This recent?
Before Christmas.
Okay, so yeah,
recent.
So yeah, like I think November it was, and I just ruined it. I didn't care. If I bought it or whatever. I don't care.
Do you still not care?
I still don't care. And he knows that. He knows that too. He told my dad and them the story. He's like, my mom went crazy. Like she came in and just.
Were they like, yeah, I expect that.
They're like, well, what'd you do?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and he's like, well, I thought she was gone and she wasn't.
So how about this? How would your husband have taken that situation if it was him? I guess how different are you and him?
Well, he's the softy one.
Okay.
So he'll like text me and be like, your older son's at it again. Like,
so you're like, oh, it's time for me to regulate then. So
I'm the regulator in the house. And there's times where I'm just like, can't you just like regulate for once? Like, I'm tired of regulating. Mm-hmm. And there's times that he will, but then there's times like, oh my God, you're so annoying when you do it. Like, get it over with. And then he's like, then why do you want me to do it? I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just do it. And then so I end up doing it.
Like taking out the trash?
What do you mean?
So there's this TikTok video that goes around where like the wife or the significant other asks the guy to take out the trash. He goes, yeah, I'll be right there. I'll do it myself, and like no time has passed.
Sometimes, see, and that's what wives go through. Sometimes you just gotta do it
it's
yourself.
a hard life.
It is a hard life. I'm telling you. I'm just like, oh, it is.
Yeah, there.
Like in our defense.
Or when you guys are playing your video games, and I know you
The way you
hear
said
it.
it,
I
too.
know you're hearing. Like, that's so annoying. I'm glad my husband doesn't play video games, because then I probably would have wrecked
Why
his
is that
stuff.
so annoying?
No
Because-
PS4s are safe out there.
Like, when we're telling you to do something, we're telling you, but then you're like, oh wait, after I make this level, or after I kill this guy, no, just do it now. Right? We gotta wait. You always make us wait.
Well, thankfully for me, my wife knows my hobby and she has accepted my hobby. So
That's good. That's
so
good.
but then again, I'm not. Since this might be because our time is limited together, because I have a night job, right?
Yeah,
And
that's right.
so like I'm not gonna play video games when she's around.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, then that's good. Then.
But if she's off doing her own thing, I'm off doing my thing, then
Yeah.
like we have that mutual understanding.
That-
That is not without to say that I haven't had my share of relationships where I can relate to how that was, where it's like I wouldn't even bother because it's like, oh no, don't. I can already hear like a sigh.
Yeah.
When you hear like the damn Xbox turn on or whatever,
Oh, he's gonna be on there all day.
because you're not home.
Well, yeah. Or you're gonna be like, "What are you doing?" Oh, wait, I already know. You're playing Xbox. See? I'm telling you.
Spice it up. Switch over to Switch or something.
Okay, here's a good one. Okay, how about this one? Let's say your husband asks you where something is, and you tell him where it's at.
Yeah.
Does he find it?
Half of the time he will. And
You're
then
just setting him up, man.
I know. And then there's times where I'm like,
No,
"Come
I'm
on."
setting him up to defend him. So
Oh, okay,
continue.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
We're defending men here?
No, yeah.
Oh my
'cause I-
god! No, sorry.
So on your side, I think we're going to put gloves, like boxing gloves.
Right, for real. I want to say there's half of the time he does find it.
He does find it. So
Yeah.
is he the guy that doesn't find anything that? Because I'm definitely that guy.
No, he's the guy who'll find it. I'm the one who's like, where is it?
What about you, Miguel?
So for me, it's very interesting, right?
Okay,
So
let's hear this one.
it's happened so many times. I tell her, like, babe, you need to come with me because I'm going to grab the wrong thing. Almost every time. So when she first moved in, we had bubbly water, and then I had my bubbly water, and then there was like something else similar to bubbly water, but it wasn't bubbly, and they were all stacked next to each other. So she goes, "Hey, can you grab me one of those?" Blah, blah, blah. I can't remember what it was, and I grabbed the first one on top. I'm like, "The one on top?" She goes, "Yes." Right, and I bring it up. It's like, "Oh no, not that one." It's like, okay, so that's where it kind of like starts registering in my head. It's like, okay, and then it's to the point now where I go, all right, specifically, tell me exactly where it is, and I'll grab it, because you know me, I'm
not gonna find it.
I'm gonna overthink it, and I'm gonna grab something that's not it, and then I'm gonna bring it, and you're like, no, that's not the one, and you grab it yourself or something like that. But it's very interesting that. That's just how I am. Even in real life, like with other situations now, that's how I am. Like I go to the grocery store or something, and I'm like, I'm trying something new, some sort of food or something, and then in my mind, oh, this is the right one because I saw it online or something. It turns out it's the wrong one. It just looked very similar or something like that, and I'm like, I have to like physically see a picture of it. Everything needs to be the same because there's like one variation different. I'm like, no, that's not it. Like. But yeah, no, for me, it's very come with me or tell me, like, draw me a picture of where it is. Because I'm going to grab the wrong thing.
Does she get annoyed by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't definitely.
I was going to say, like,
Yeah.
I can already tell she's probably like, ugh.
You're already getting annoyed, aren't you?
Yeah.
So-
I have to go help you.
Yeah, because, I mean, obviously, she asked me to get it because her plan was to not have to exert that, that energy to get it.
Oh, okay.
Or whatever the case was. So it's definitely,
Like,
yeah.
So I saw a meme. I don't know if you might have posted it, but it was like it was one of those like husband or wife tells husband to go find something. Narrator says, and he didn't find it. Like,
yes, that probably was me.
So my defense, because I'm definitely in that situation all the time. My wife even says that I have tunnel vision when it comes to looking for something because I can never find it. And she says, I bet you anything I'm going to find it within the first second. And then, okay, she does. She finds it. But, okay, my defense is, us guys, for the ones that go through this, we're pretty simple-minded. Okay,
Mhm.
not a lot. There isn't much to make me happy.
Yeah,
Right?
okay.
Finding a chair makes me pretty damn happy. Just
A chair.
Yeah, finding a chair to sit on, like when you're out, like in the store or something,
Yeah.
makes me pretty damn happy.
A chair.
I don't want to sit, and when I don't really have anything to look for, I'm just there.
Oh, so like you're saying like if she's in like
Like let's say we're at the store and we're browsing around something for a little bit, a chair would be nice, right?
Or how about something to lean on?
Or something to lean
God,
on.
if there's like a half wall that
Thank you.
your butt kind of sits on it a little bit, but it's still standing.
Thank you. Yeah, there
that
you go.
that's amazing, dude. That's the best feeling in the world.
I know.
I
Something to
don't know.
lean on. Yeah, it just feels nice, right?
because you want to be on your phone and not.
No,
help her?
I just want to sit down.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if
I don't
you're
even have to be on my phone. I just have to just I'm. It's so much easier just to watch something going on when you have a chair. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You never thought of that, huh?
I've never
Okay,
thought
well,
of that.
When we're not moving, it's easier for us to notice things
Yeah.
that are moving. But when we're moving, it's gonna be one of those things like I missed it. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what? That is very true because a couple weekends ago we were driving home.
Uh-huh.
It was late,
Uh-huh.
and my husband did not see a mommy deer and a baby deer, and we almost hit. I'm like, how do you not see that? You're gonna hit Bambi. He's like, what? I'm like, oh, he got mad. He's
So
like,
that's the reboot.
right? Like,
So driving, I drive Crystal and Sophia around. Like Crystal's in the drive, and that's I'm okay with that because I wouldn't. For some reason, I have a weird like worst case scenario, final destination situation like in my head. If she does, her and Sophia go for a drive or something, and I'm like, no, I'll be your chauffeur. It's okay.
So is it like a not control but like a safety thing?
It's a safety thing because like I drive super slow. Like
such a papa bear.
I'm definitely like a slow driver.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where like people behind me are like tailgating me the entire way to work or something, and I'm like,
you're just safe.
You and I are getting there safe, buddy. You know, like, it's like I control your fate right now, how fast you get there, and then once they get a chance to like go past me, they'll drive like a maniac.
Right.
But I have this, I pay more attention when I'm on the road for sure because of that fact,
Right.
and so I see people freaking all the way to like 3-4 blocks away before like and then I start slowing down, and then because they're gonna do something stupid or something.
Right.
So like I've never actually been in a car crash, I've never been hit a deer, and I'm hearing all these stories. I'm like, where were you? Oh, I was getting off the off ramps. Like, you're supposed to slow down on the off ramp or whatever the case is, but you know how people are, they keep going the same speed until they get to the stop sign or something.
No, you're right.
You know,
See,
it's just one of those things.
You're right. But
sorry, but you would be a person I'd be like, God, what's taking so long? Like, dude, get out of the way.
No, it's not for me. It's not a yeah. You probably yell at me, but
no, she would.
For me,
it's not a probably.
yeah, she would. I just look.
It's all out of love.
true.
It's all out of love. All right?
It's
all out of
true.
I just look. Is she mad? Is she not mad?
You can't be friends if you don't be like you know.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'd be so. I have this. So if somebody's like tailgating me or yelling at me, whatever, I would get a little defensive. To be honest, I would, or somebody
Do
like
you get petty. Just slow down a little more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I went to it.
I love that part, and it's just one of those like like I said, you're gonna get to where you need to be safely.
You know what's even more annoying is when they pass you just so you guys could end up in the same.
Oh yeah.
In the same stoplight, and you're like,
So-
see what happens now. Yeah.
We're
here.
Yeah. There was one time we went to San Jose for a Spartan race or Spartan Sprint, whatever, and we were driving there, and then this brown or black Charger with like green outline. You can definitely tell like it's just they spend a lot of money on there, but it's instead of their kids kind of thing, right?
They
just
already
fly
look more
by.
like they looked like an asshole already.
Yeah, they look like an asshole already. So they like just fly by, and probably like 10 minutes later pulled over by a cop.
Karma.
And I'm just like,
that must have felt so
yeah,
nice.
that felt so good. And I mean, if I was allowed to, and it wouldn't look suspicious, I would have pulled over and be like, "Sir, I want to thank you so much right now for your service. Like, forget the drug dealers, forget the killers out there. This right here, this is a menace to society right here. I would have been that guy, and and I would put my hands like this on the hits.
I'm gonna record this.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm gonna record this interaction.
She just honked. I was like, yeah.
Oh no, yeah. That
Oh
would've
yeah,
been nice.
I would have.
If I was on the side, I'd be like, ha.
I have gotten a speeding ticket before.
It's.
I was going 70 towards Lemoore, but it's like a lonely road. You don't expect anybody to be there.
I got one of those for being late one time, but
No.
that's besides the point.
I got one going on the way to work to SDI, and I didn't even have my license on me.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like, shit, this cop looks young. Maybe I can
Yeah.
figure. And you know what it was? I was just like trying to hurry on 46.
I'm gonna tag Paso BD on this one.
And I'm like, why is there a Paso police out here? Like, what's going on? And then he pulls me over. And I'm like, dang.
Did you get a ticket?
I did. But luckily, he only gave me a speeding ticket. Because he was like, I could give you a fix-it ticket.
They always say that.
I'm like, well, dude, I'm already late. Like, just pick which one you're going to give me. Because,
Let's go with the ticket, though.
I know. But you know what? It recently happened, like, 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
So I was like, cool, 30s, finally got my speeding ticket. I would imagine when I was in my like younger days when I had to drive a stick, that's when somebody should have gave me a ticket. Seriously, because driving a stick, I'd be like on the hills and I'd be like, don't get too close behind me because I'm rolling back. Yeah. And my sister would be like, oh my God, I'm like, just hold on, we're going. I swear, it's like crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Going back to my point. We do this all the time. It happens all the time.
Yeah, we get sidetracked.
We
Get sidetracked a lot.
Oh, every episode. So
you guys interviewed a guy from Los Robos Cafe? Yeah. You guys barely talked about Los Robos. We talked a lot about like everything else.
Did somebody tell you that?
No.
Oh.
Like when I was listening back to it,
yeah.
I did notice like maybe 10-15% was Los Robos Cafe because we talked about tacos, and then we like veered off to like other
what
tacos.
Else? Well, I mean, he's not even working there anymore.
Yeah, I know.
What else?
There's only so much. Like
there's only so much.
There's only so much. So what's the revenue like right now? It's like,
well, yeah. I mean, like a part of this show is like, yeah, we can do that. And then after that's like, well, we kind of have to get away from it. But anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, my wife says I have tunnel vision. And it's true, okay? Because if I say, hey, do you know where such and such is at? And she says, yes, it's in the cupboard. I'm going to look in the cupboard. I'm going to open it. If I don't see it immediately, I'm closing that cupboard.
Yeah.
Because
you don't want to touch anything. You don't want to move things around.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Because if it's behind certain things,
yes,
you're messing
then
up
that
the
means
organization.
not only that, I have to put it back.
Oh my God.
So if I'm gonna is it really that necessary if you have to go through everything in the back just to take everything out and then put it back to the same organizational skill that it was put there before? Because it wasn't me that put it there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
I'm gonna clip that.
Here's the thing. If I put something away,
okay,
and if it's moved, okay, then it's not my fault for not being able to find it because I know where something was.
Okay.
And I feel like most guys probably know where they put something.
Yeah.
Like, because my wife said, if it was one of your video games, we would find it. I said, yes. You know why? Because nobody touches those.
Yeah, but
if it's me, I know where it's at. Because if you say, because my directions are, if you say, where's such and such, and if it's in the drawer, that's literally the last place I saw it. So you cannot blame me for it not being there, because if I saw it there, that means I didn't use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
so
sometimes it's for wives. Is like, is it hard to put something back where you found it?
Yes.
And that seems sometimes will come off as laziness.
Okay, but why put it so far in the back?
If you need it.
So that part I can't because I'm short. So when my husband is tall, and so when he puts something up there, I'm yelling and raging because how am I going to get that? Why would you put stuff that I need up top? Now I gotta grab a chair.
So why don't you put it where you needed it then?
Well, there's times that I do, but then there's times that when we go grocery shopping and he wants to help me put things away, like, oh, I'm going to put it on the very top.
But you can't get mad at him because he's helping you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because...
But if he's not there to help me get it down, that's when I'm mad.
But you're also going to be mad if he's in there to help you put stuff away.
Does it feel like it's like almost like a setup for later?
It is. It really is.
For later arguments.
You know, it's both sides though. Because we could.
Yeah, it's both sides. Yeah,
because
we could be like, one, I'm probably not gonna volunteer to help because of this fact. It's gonna happen.
Yeah. But
if we don't volunteer, we can also get in trouble for not helping.
Exactly.
So
I feel bad.
We weigh the options.
We do weigh the options.
Yeah.
But I am. My wife is pretty. She's actually. Thankfully, with her, she isn't one of those like I have a secondary or an ulterior motive like kind of thing. Like she's straightforward. If she says like this, and we know it, and to the point where I know that if she were to get mad about it, like I'm
Yeah.
not getting in trouble because it's like she would know, like kind of thing. I can't give a good example right now because I'm on the spot, but like
Well, I mean, yeah.
communication is the key.
See, and my communication I get called is aggressive.
Really?
Yeah. It's like, oh, if you
I guess I don't know you that way.
I'm just like, if you would listen to me the first time where something goes or, you know, what I'm trying to tell you, then just do it.
We're having like flashbacks over here for some reason.
We are.
Yeah.
We are.
And my husband, he's so calm and just like, oh, yeah. I'm just like, ah.
So, yeah, there's
It's a good balance though.
yeah.
It is, but sometimes it makes me mad because we're so different. We're so different.
But could you be with somebody who's exactly you?
Probably not, because then
You guys would get a fist fight.
Yeah.
I still would have to up one.
Exactly.
And
And
it
it would
gets
be an
worse and
ongoing
worse.
cycle. Yeah.
And my mouth is smart mouth. Like, you know how I am.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I could be rude. I could be mean. I'll tell you the truth, and it's going to come out the way it comes out. If I don't say it, my face will say it. That's what I get told from my family. So they're
It's
like,
like I'm always glad I'm never on your bad side because I don't know that.
believe me, there's people that have been on that bad side, and they're like, oh, like, and I'll just say it. And if it comes out mean, well, sorry.
That's how it came out.
That's how it came out. Like, I don't like to sugarcoat like certain things.
Yeah, you're more
know?
honest about it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but they're like, you could like calm down a little bit. Like, what? Like, no.
Aren't you not supposed to tell people to calm down? Because doesn't it,
Right.
There are some
That's
people
the
who don't like
trigger
that.
word.
Yeah,
Doesn't that
it
make-
is,
that-
yeah.
doesn't that
There are
technically
some
make it
people who
worse?
hate
That
that.
triggers me. So my husband's like, calm down. And the blood pressure is going up. And then calm down. Let me
Is
speak.
there-
Let me speak. You're done. Like,
Yeah.
anything you're saying,
Yeah.
you're done.
Is there an alternative word to calm down that would be okay?
Probably like, just listen. Just listen.
Does he know that?
Relájate.
Yeah, because then he'll be like, just listen.
Okay.
And I'm like,
Does it work? Does it work though?
not all the time, because
Okay.
there's some times where he's like talking to me and I'm just already smiling. And he's like, why are you smiling? Because I'm like, I already know what I'm going to tell you to like shut this conversation down because you're not listening. So my family, they feel sorry for him because they know how I am. Like,
But you guys have been together for how long?
we've been together for 15 years, married
so-
12.
Okay, so either way, it's good enough that you guys are still together.
Yeah, and I said, I didn't ask myself to marry me. Like, I tell my family that all
That
the
is
time. I didn't say, hey, I want to marry your daughter. Like, you chose this life, bro. You
What do you
chose
have to
this
say?
life.
There's so much I want to say right now that
Say
it's
it. I want to
very-
hear it.
just
I
say
want
no,
to
say
hear
it.
it.
It's very like, at what point is it personal over just sharing general?
Or like personal on your from your
Yeah,
side?
yeah,
Okay.
so,
okay.
like, it's-
well,
it's-
that, I mean,
Because
tread on
okay,
your,
so
I was
here,
gonna say because she's open, so
So-
like
I'll say this much. People describe me as very calm, like
Right.
abnormally calm.
right.
I've been in situations where at work my superior got really upset with me and broke something in front of me, and
What
I
the
was still
fuck?
calm. And later on, brought that up in another like group
Mhm,
meeting,
mhm.
and said, "It's like, this is the most calm guy you can ever." And I'm like, "Why are you telling people you broke something in front of me?"
Right.
And I was still calm. Like, that's not to be proud of, in my opinion. You know.
It's
just
to
one-
compliment you, I guess.
Yeah.
But
I
that
mean,
was like the weird. That was the worst
Weirdest-
delivery ever. You know, it's just one
Well,
of those things.
I mean, yeah.
So with that being said, there's always that like lingering feeling like he's gonna snap one day. That's
Yeah,
that's what, you know. It doesn't matter who it is. Like, if you know me for a long
It's
time,
always the quiet people.
yeah,
you just-
and it's
the quiet people are the yeah.
it's just one of those things where, like, no, if I'm angry, there's ways I let it out. There's
Right.
you know, and stuff like that. And if I'm upset, you know, obviously, and I think we've talked about it too, Walter. Is like, there's a lot of things we just kind of like let go because there's no point.
Yeah, I mean, the argument or whatever
Right.
discussion
Yeah.
is gonna keep continuing. And you're like, fuck it, you might as well just let it go.
Yeah. So
Like,
when
punching bag was the word.
punching bag was
was
the
one of
big
the
one.
words. Yeah, we did talk about this a while ago.
I should invest in one of those.
A punching bag.
Yeah.
You should. You need an outlet other than
Because I bottle things up. And then it's like,
Yeah,
it's like
that-
a champagne
that's-
I mean,
bottle.
yeah.
that's part of it. Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
historically for me is I bottled everything up. I'm assuming you do the same, correct?
Yeah. Well, again, it's one of those things where, like, maybe I used to bottle things up, but like, if I usually try to have some sort of release of some
right,
sort.
Right.
I mean, this podcast itself is one of them. Like we
Definitely.
talk about it and stuff like that,
Definitely,
right?
yeah,
Because I feel really good afterwards almost
yeah.
every time.
Getting
You know?
everything out.
Yeah, and we've even other people we've had on here.
It's therapeutic,
Yeah.
actually.
You know what? I could see that too, because when you have your group of friends
Uh-huh.
and people that you're
Yeah.
comfortable with, you ask questions or they ask questions about you, like, how do you do this? How do you,
Mhm.
and you learn from each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You really
without a doubt.
do. And I have a group that I chill with, and we're just honest with each other, and it is very therapeutic because I learn things from them.
Yeah.
How to calm down, how to like breathe before I react, or you know what I mean, like how.
Except when he tells you to calm down.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the
even
big
at
one.
job places, you know, they're like, oh my god,
we just got done
Rocky's
talking
mad.
how.
Yeah. So they're like, just calm, and like, and
Yeah.
they're like, okay, just
Yeah.
take a breath. They're like, okay, that's enough.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like in the moment it's hard to practice that,
Yeah.
you know, to like breathe and stuff because you're in the moment. You're being pure with your emotions.
It's not
stuff
practice.
like
It's
that.
game time.
It's definitely game time, and if somebody, you know,
Exactly.
is like, and I joke. Joking for me is a big part of me releasing things, right?
yeah,
That's a big
yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like if I'm mad or something, and I kind of like if it's not going away, like I have to do something in order to like kind of distract myself
break
a little
the
bit, or break the
it's
break
either,
that feeling, whatever.
the vibe or the cycle, even, right?
The same guy that broke the whatever
Yeah.
in front of me and stuff like that. I remember one time. This is way before the whole he broke something in front of me. One time I had this like really bad demeanor towards him.
Uh-huh.
Like he was upsetting me for some reason. I was being really short with him and stuff like that. And then I got home and I'm like, and I think to myself like, fuck, that's not the person I want to be, you know. So I
Mhm.
texted him. I was like, hey, sorry if my attitude was a little weird. He goes, no, I did notice the demeanor was different, but you're all good. I'm like, all right. I just wanted to make sure I acknowledged that like there was something. Either I was hungry, I don't know, but it was one of those things where
You're
like
hangry.
Yeah.
I was hangry. But you know, it's just if I do notice I'm treating somebody differently because of the fact that I'm angry or something like that, like I at least try to acknowledge it afterwards.
Right, you want to know.
Yeah.
So not, yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
No.
I just leave it. I'll do it.
Let it
tomorrow,
marinate.
next day.
Yeah, let it marinate. Like, let it stew.
Yes. Yes.
Do you leave it to tomorrow, Rocky's problem?
Yes. It's like now I need to like go home and just.
That's
It was
funny.
my mom. I always tell her about this one, but my mom, what she used to do, was if like for instance, if you're doing something you're not supposed to, she'll it was. I tell her it's so toxic and evil because it really was. She would let you continue doing it, and she will know.
Really?
She would let you do it
Okay.
until it got to a point where it would just bottle up. She would bottle up purposely.
Oh.
So when she would let it out, there is nothing you can do but take it.
Okay.
That's what she said.
like you would have to sit. So let's pretend that it was like your that situation that you said with your son.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She, knowing my mom, she
Yeah.
probably would have. I don't know if that one would set her off, but let's just pretend that she would have just said, "Oh, I'm gonna remember this one right here."
Yeah.
Okay. Let him have his tantrum.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I can see
Okay.
that.
Come the next time.
Mhm.
He's tantruming again. She would let it happen just so she like has a visual day and time of when it's happening.
Okay.
And then by about the third or fourth time or whenever she just feels like, oh, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
She would let's just pretend it was me.
Yeah.
She would get me in a room and just unleash.
Yeah.
And there would be nothing because she'd be like, you did it this day. And I'd be like, oh shit, you heard?
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And then you did this day. Oh shit, you knew about that one too? Literally, you're defenseless. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can do.
Because most moms have a Rolodex and they keep.
No,
all that
women have a
information.
Rolodex.
Yeah, I was about to say.
That's
I'm
better.
sorry.
That's
Yeah, I'm
better.
sorry.
You know
Like,
what? My
I don't
husband
try to be
hates my
sexist, but
Rolodex.
yeah.
Because I have important ones in there for him. Like, you remember this from 5 years ago, you know? And he's like, we're not bringing up 5 years ago. I'm like, how far do you want to go back? Because
Yeah.
I got a whole lot of,
The one thing I appreciate about Crystal is she does bring it up that day usually.
Oh,
It's
okay, that's good, yeah.
never like, well, back then you know whatever, you know. I think I do a little bit of that. Like I'll say like
Oh no,
a little bit, and it's one of those things where like like I'll stop myself because again, it's like I don't want to be that person.
Even though I just did a sexist remark, I do have a Rolodex too. And I
think we all do.
Yeah.
We all do.
We all have our own versions of it,
right?
And
right.
it comes
because
out.
My
in
wife
ways.
is definitely the one that will tell if something's bothering her. It won't go past like a day or two, or if not that night.
Okay.
Me, I have stopped myself because the thing is because I just what I'm so used to.
Yeah.
And with her, it was just so different. So when I started recognizing how different, I'm like, maybe I don't need to be having the Rolodex with her, right? But with other people, okay, might be a little different.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those like you're trying to grow as a person, and sometimes you grow as a person with your significant other. Well, there's no other better way. They're different, like you said. It's like the yin and yang.
Yeah.
So you grow from them, and then you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't be like that. But it tends the OG tends to come out every once in a while, and sometimes it's okay because it's a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I have made a few comments like when her and I first started dating, and she I think she made something that I'm very plain guy. Not a lot of salt, not a lot of seasoning. She made some food, whatever. So when she started making food for me, and I was like, "Oh, this tastes good." It's like, yeah, because it has flavor now. I would cook the meat without seasonal. It's just one of those things.
Oh my god.
That's how simple it was. So I remember one time she made something, and it was a little bit more on the saltier side, or something along the lines. And I made a face or something with veggies.
That face.
No. So
did you get that? Because I hope you got the good. Oh man.
Now I'm getting warm in here because you made that face.
Where's the popcorn?
Yeah.
I'm usually honest with her every time she makes something, and then she'll adjust it and then go from there. But it's very interesting because like her grandma or something made like a comment, and then I replied to her grandma. I was like, well, le dije que quería, que me haga algo. Yeah. I didn't tell her to make me something. And then later on she's like, did you really feel that way? It's like, no, I was just joking with your grandma. Like she was talking shit.
Oh,
so I was trying to like.
You're more defending.
I was more defending the situation or whatever. Like I'll eat whatever she gives me. If she's made a good point of, you gotta at least take one bite. Period. Like whatever it is, take one bite. If you don't like it, you don't like it. It's simple as that.
Respectful.
Yeah, just be respectful. And I guess, but the grandma's old school grandma, where she her making fun of the situation. She doesn't realize she's talking shit about the situation.
No, I don't think she's trying to make fun. I think they're just talking shit about it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, no, I don't think. Yeah, it's
we're in old school Mexican territory.
Yeah,
I mean that's.
It's like it's like So I don't eat vegetables either, and then when I do, I eat vegetables. Right. I eat vegetables. I say I'm allergic, but
I have a friend like you.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm allergic.
Anthony? No, it's my old job.
So Anthony's what by himself?
No, Anthony too, huh?
Yeah, Anthony doesn't. He doesn't. There's certain things he doesn't like.
There is, and I'm like, dude, you're so skinny. Like,
oh yeah.
How do you not eat your vegetables? Like
metabolism.
Yeah, he did.
Motherfucker has the best metabolism. Yeah,
I remember in Big Daddy with Adam Sandler. He says he eats a milkshake and his butt jiggles for a week.
Oh yeah,
that's what I feel like. To be honest,
it sucks, dude. It sucks.
At least you have a jiggly butt.
Not hard.
We're not gonna talk about butt.
Right?
I don't know what Crystal's into.
He's like,
she's around for some reason. My jiggly butt. There was this. We saw one of Kevin Hart's skits, and Shaq was in the audience. I don't know if you guys ever saw his stand up at all.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, Kevin Hart's like, you ever you're on a date with your girl and you see another couple there and you're like, oh, that's cool and all, but then like you see the couple put his arm around the other girls and you hear your girl, must be nice, like whatever. So now you got to do something better than that. You got to buy her flowers or something to top it off, whatever. And then you get an argument later on, and then she starts telling people like your friends like personal intimate things, or whether it's made up or not, but it's like whatever, at least I don't eat ass. It's like, what? No, what? No, yeah, no, you tell them that. So, and we bust out laughing every time we hear that one, because like there's secrets that your significant other has that they can like destroy you with, pretty much, because they know you.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's
know
fucked
you.
up. Mine just recently did that. Like,
Wait.
okay, like he literally, I did not expect this, and I was so angry.
Oh.
So we had a
We
birthday
gotta do that.
party.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, I was like, that's it. Karma's a bitch, and he's coming for you. So
did you buy him a PS4 and then break it?
no, he's not getting that. He had a video of me falling.
Your husband?
Yes, and he was gonna show my guy friends.
How?
And I wasn't drunk, so that was the bad part. I wasn't drunk, so
if you were drunk, it would have been fine.
it would have been
Is
fine.
this
Okay,
wait,
there's
how
no excuse for
old
that.
is this video?
Like probably a month. It was a month
Can
ago.
you send us that video?
Yeah. Can
No,
we
I
see it?
deleted it because he kept having that, and he's like, "I'm
He has
gonna
a
show
backup.
your friends."
He has a backup.
No,
No, it's
my
saved somewhere.
sister
Yeah, it's
has
saved.
the
You
original,
ever heard of Google
and
Drive?
she knows that like.
You ever heard of Google Drive? It saves it like in the
Yeah.
cloud and stuff. I was kidding.
Man, I hope she
He's
watches.
not-
I
he's
hope
not
she
watching
watches
this.
this. I hope she watches this. I hope your sister watches this now. Because anyway, continue.
But he's like, I'm gonna show. I'm like, oh, why are you putting me on blast like that? Like, if I was drunk, I wouldn't have mind, because then the fall would have looked a little bit prettier. But he's like, no. I'm like, you're just doing this for my friends. Like, stop it. And then he almost showed him. I grabbed the phone and I deleted it. Thank God.
Oh, okay. So he almost did it.
Does he have an iPhone?
Yeah.
It's in the iCloud.
Yeah. It's
Somewhere.
Okay,
up there.
he's not gonna watch this episode because he's not. Gonna
Wait,
know
are you
that.
sure? Wait, he's not gonna watch this?
I'm not gonna have him watch if he's gonna know that's in his iCloud.
I'm sure he knows. He
He probably
probably
does.
knows he wouldn't piss you off. Like that's if he almost
I-
got it. Just imagine, like if he almost got it,
To show them, like, I was so.
would he? I mean,
mad.
would he be ballsy enough to do it now?
He
No?
what? He really wasn't. That's why I got scared. I was like, that's it. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna ask your sister for it again. I'm like, she knows.
Okay,
Quick,
so
quick
the
question. After that happened, you deleted it. Did you look through your phone for any embarrassing stuff that he had, just in case?
Yeah, I told my
She-
friends.
She has a Rolodex full
I
of that
do.
already.
I
I'm
said I have a video of him singing in the kitchen, and it was a song that I would never picture him sing. And I'm like, do you want me to show them you singing in the kitchen? And he wasn't like too threatened by it. And I'm like, damn it, like, ugh.
Also, you don't
I
have
need
that,
to
yeah.
find something that like he,
Maybe he's just not embarrassed easily.
I guess not, but damn, why you gotta put your wife on blast like that? This was like, ugh.
Wow, that is
I would expect my
almost
sister.
a round of applause for that one because that's pretty ballsy. I'll
I
give him
know.
that one.
I was like, oh, that's it.
So you said you're going through the whole puberty thing with your son.
Yeah.
How was that? Because my daughter.
Did you stop doing his laundry?
No. When he was going through that, I just.
I was waiting for her to bring that up, but you know what? I'm okay with how it was.
Hey, it's a good thing some kids these days wear ankle socks instead. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no! I just put it in like no. I
What about stiff?
when he
Did
was,
it break?
No, I literally just do his clothes and that's it. I'm out.
Okay.
When he was going to my husband, like, you need to talk to your son, like, give him
Yeah,
that
okay,
talk.
so like on the real, so on the real here, so you and your husband, did you both like go talk to him, or
No.
did you just say, hey, you're doing this?
You're the dad. You have boys. If I had a girl, I'd have to do it with the girl.
Would
you know what I
would
mean?
you have him be there with you too?
No,
Why not?
because my husband, he gets awkward in those kind of situations.
Right.
So he like lingers. I'm like, just cut to the chase.
Well, I mean, it's awkward for a reason.
Well, yeah, but
Because-
I mean, me, I'm more like, this is what's gonna happen. Like, this is what you're gonna expect. This is
See,
what.
honestly, I honestly pictured you being there with your boy, along
No.
with your husband, and you'd be like, "Now this is gonna happen," and like,
No, I
Just have
just.
no cards for him or something.
no, it should probably be like, "Don't be
I'm
leaving
a-
any socks around or something."
Right? Like, just put. I always tell him, like, put your sheets in the washer. Like, put your sheets. And then when I have to take them, I'm like, okay.
So you-
I just don't. I just hurry up and do it because I don't want to think about it.
Did he ask like, "Why, mom?" or does he kind of get
He's
it?
like, why, mom?
Why, mom?
No, like I said, I get uncomfortable. Like, that's one thing that made me uncomfortable.
Wow, I am surprised.
Yeah, because you know how
I know how you are. That's
open
yeah,
to
I know. That's why
talking
I'm
about
surprised
Whatever, but when it came to
to
him,
your son.
yeah,
So what about when the little one? Are you prepared for that?
no,
Being the second time around?
no. I'm gonna tell
No.
my husband he has to do that too.
Okay.
But you know what? Like my little one, I had to like. He's cute, you know,
Mhm.
and the girls at school would love to hug him. I'm like, oh no, stop hugging my son. Like, don't touch him.
I love how you went white voice on that one, like just straight
Like,
up.
No, she
yeah,
has a
that-
good one. She has a good one.
I know I do. That's my customer service voice.
No, what's your do your customer
No,
service?
I,
No, you gotta do it now.
Dude.
We all have our customer
because
service.
I would do it. At
I
my
do
old
too. I
job.
work at a movie
Do
theater.
it, Miguel.
Huh? Hi, how can I help you?
Oh, see, that's good.
It's very
better.
hi.
That's
I'm used to like, hi, yeah.
My name is Michael. I have to change it to English, you know?
I don't have that problem. No, mine's like, yeah, I'd like to make an appointment for Tuesday. Yeah, you know.
Do you know, mine's like, hi, it's Raquel. I'm here to make an appointment on Thursday. So, and they're like, oh,
I wonder
okay,
if
like,
it
she
sounds so
nice.
fake to other people because to
It
me,
does.
I can hear it.
It does.
So
Like-
there's times where at work or even Crystal when she's making phone call, they'll like call like the doctor's appointment or they'll call like support, customer support or customer service or whatever. And then at work, it doesn't matter who it is, but their voice changes, right? And I'm like, why can't you talk to me like that? It's like super nice and stuff like that. It's like, you don't deserve it. Like, I'm like, oh my.
I
My
agree. I can
brother's voice changes so much that I can't.
Oh, your brother, the one that was on the podcast,
Yeah, my
right?
like, his changes all that's like immediately when he has to do like anything remotely that hasn't that like professional or whatever. It changes so much. And I'm like, I can't be in the same room.
Yeah.
Because I almost want to call him out about.
Yes,
but like
that-
nobody. It's just because I've been
'Cause you
around
know
them the most.
them.
Yeah, I've been around
yeah,
them
and
the
you
most.
know when that's the same thing with my sister. She's like, oh my god, like, oh fuck, she's being like super annoying right now because her professional voice with her, people, and I'm
yeah.
just like, calm it down. Like, but she's like, oh my god, you're so mean. Just like, I know how you are.
She's like,
sometimes.
oh my god, Raquel, I don't sound like that.
She does. And then she's like, I can't help if you're just so like rough, and I'm just like, no, like. Just sound like yourself. Don't get your high pitch going, And
No.
You gotta use it for sometimes,
My brother and I are really different when it comes to like mannerisms stuff like that. He hung out with the easiest way I can put it is the Oak Park kids.
Oh, okay. We're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
we already know what you're talking about.
What's up, fool? How's it going? Like
Yeah.
stuff like that. And he was like, the liquors are playing today. He's like, okay, got it. Just really
so
like
he would
really,
change it and
yeah.
it'd annoy you too. Okay.
No, he doesn't change it. That's the thing. Like
Oh.
we're really, really different.
Oh, so it's stuck.
It's stuck, and even when he talks to the
Oh.
people, it's like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen him in his like the work environment because he's a maintenance guy. So I'm guessing he's like, I got it, don't worry, whatever.
So I
And-
wonder if even my voice changes on this thing. Like I don't even know.
Not from no.
I don't
Okay,
think-
good.
I don't
Say when I
think it was
watch.
anything. You might, I don't know, like when you ask the question, you kind of like set yourself and then ask the question.
I know that for sure. I do. That's practice.
Yeah, go ahead, ask her a question right now.
Ask her a question.
Yeah,
right
ask
now?
her a question.
I just did
Oh,
about not the song. Well, the song, like you said.
The awkward question.
Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised that you got awkward about
Rocky does get like clammed up sometimes.
You heard it here
because-
first.
Yes,
Wow.
there's certain things that I don't want to talk about with my kids and
All right, with
other people. I'm just like, yeah, let's talk.
Oh
about
no,
it.
no, because if it wasn't about your kids, I know
Yeah.
you would have been like
oh,
with us. It would have been
changing diapers. Changing boys' diapers is like the scariest thing for me
So
because
that-
I
so
don't
here's
have
the-
I have a
yeah.
girl, so it's just one of those things where like. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm now changing diapers to girls,
Mhm.
little private area, and you gotta make sure everything's out of there, kind of thing.
that's something that we learned.
and wipe the right way.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
nobody told me how to wipe.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. Okay, so
You
apparently
can't do
you're
it the
supposed
wrong way.
to. Yeah.
No, I learned through one of those parenting classes with my first one.
Oh, okay.
Like, but it was like to me, it was like a whole new world. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, really? I had no idea.
Start taking notes and everything.
No, mental notes,
Yeah.
but like I'm still sitting there like, oh, I had no idea. It's
Yeah.
just one of those.
Your white
things.
voice, yeah.
You
Found it.
cut that. Yeah, you cut that. Okay,
yeah.
Oh, intriguing.
Take a shot every time you hear it.
Yeah. Shit would be drunk.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say, like if I hear somebody's white voice, like, oh, that's interesting. Or let's, I just saw an episode of The
That's
Office.
fantastic.
Uncanny.
Uncanny. Oh, that was
Yeah.
uncanny.
That was uncanny.
So okay, so you shied away from that, which like I guess
Yeah.
I'm still
But
surprised.
I talked to him about girls though. That I don't have a problem with. Like, no, don't date her. No, don't date right now. Like, why are you dating right now? Have fun, enjoy your
Focus
friends.
on yourself.
Yeah, but he's like,
Women are
"No,
expensive."
No, Mom, I'm gonna look good. I'm gonna like, ugh, God.
I mean, you
No.
yeah, you kind of have to.
No. That's what I'm telling. Like, bros before hoes, man. Like, nah.
Do you still kind of like try to? like keep his inner child like for you or more for him?
Yeah, for me.
For you.
My oldest was he could play by himself with his toys, keep himself entertained.
Okay, so you never got that like what you're getting with your youngest, right? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just like, come on, like, spend time with your friends. You don't really need a girlfriend. Because nowadays it's so different. It's very different. We got Snapchat, got all that dirty, nasty stuff.
It's a different way to
Social
interact.
Media, yeah.
Exactly. OnlyFans, and all that
What's
shit.
that?
Yeah.
It's, and I do make jokes with my son.
Okay.
I do. Especially like where he came from. When he wants to get smart with me, I'm like, all right, you know who you're talking to.
So for pettiness then.
Yeah.
is what brings out okay, now you're going to hear about.
Now you're going to hear that, I don't want to say too much on here because I don't know, but, you can only imagine what I would say. Like, and he's just like, and it stops him in his tracks and then he just goes to his room. So do you mention
the sheets when that happens? Or you're like,
no.
So not there.
I just mentioned
Yeah.
what part he came from his dad.
You were just be like, hey, this.
I'm like,
you shut up. We're playing this.
I'm like,
came out from his balls.
Yeah. I said you came from your dad's left ball sack. So, and he's like,
very specific too. Left one.
And he's just like, really, Mom? Like,
yeah, really.
I'm like, you want to act smart? I'll keep going. And I'd be like, you're lucky that you're still alive. And
yeah.
He's like,
you're lucky
that's disgusting. I'm going to my room, and there you go. Bye.
There's I could just imagine.
Every time.
Yeah, there's a TikTok videos, whatever, where like the girls like changing or like adjusting the blanket that's on the couch or something, and you hear, "Mama, mama." She's like, what? Because it's the missed children that should the dirtiness.
Like,
oh man.
Yeah, so it's hard having a teenager.
Yeah, mine is getting to there. I mean, she's
your daughter, right?
Yeah, she's gonna be 11 in August.
Oh.
So I kind of made it a point that I wanted her to be open with me when it came to female stuff, even like through puberty, because I wanted that openness, and I actually succeeded. I am.
That's really good.
Yeah.
So she's comfortable with you.
Oh yeah, very much so. To the point where she'll come down and be like, I'm bleeding heavily today. And no, it happened over the weekend, and I'm like, oh, okay, okay. Well, and it's funny because like I still like don't exactly know what to say, but but for the first time, I am not uncomfortable.
That is good
because with all this with my mom, my parents, oh no, discomfort all around. Yeah. I purposely did not have these conversations with my parents because I just didn't have that. I remember being sat down. They're like, "Well, do you have any questions?" Nope.
Yeah.
There was just nope. I don't have any questions.
I never got the conversation.
Did they even
kids.
come talk to you?
Nothing.
My
sister Stork, like that. I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, the baby was in the belly.
Okay, so like in 5th grade where they do the whole like puberty thing. Did you?
Yeah. I remember. I thought you got pregnant by kissing before that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
No
I was like, yeah, like, oh, you can get pregnant by kissing. And then after we found out, me and the guys, those adjustable desks that go up and down, and they have holes in the sides to like choose what height. Mm-hmm. Once we found out how babies are made, we're like, with the pencil. Just like shove it through the hole.
Dang.
Okay. So making the jokes and
stuff.
We
started. The jokes came out hard. You know what I'm saying? No pun intended.
No, that was a pun intended.
Dang.
No. So with her, she's pretty open. Like I said, she'll come up and I don't get awkward, but I'm like, I don't know how to answer these questions, but I'm like, man, I am so happy that she's like, okay.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you could just be like, oh, okay, like, do you need some medicine?
No, because I was like, well, then you have pads, right? She's like, yep. I'm like, okay, well then it's gonna happen. And I just go, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And actually, one thing funny that happened not too long ago was that one of the kids was looking for their iPads. Mm-hmm. And I said, yeah, you already know where this is going from. One of the kids was looking for their iPads, and it was the youngest one.
Oh,
it's Camille. So she's 3, and I said, hey Camille, go get Lexi's pad. Go get the pad. Go get Lexi's pad. She runs upstairs and she comes out. We thought this was the funniest thing ever. She comes down and she comes out with a pad.
Oh my god!
Like, and she's like here. I'm like, Oh, and me and my wife were just laughing our asses off. Well, not only that, she knows what a pad is.
Yes.
Thankfully, I guess
Yeah.
she's been around Lexi, and Lexi
Yeah.
kind of talks to her about it. And we're like, oh, okay, I guess she knows that.
Yeah.
Our boy knows it too. He knows what
That's
a pad
good,
is. So it's like,
'cause-
okay, well then we don't have to explain too much later when he grows up.
Yeah. Because he has sisters in the house.
Yeah, his sister's in the house.
And
Yeah,
he's going to feel it
yeah.
when they're, you know.
Yeah, exactly. You know, as for him going through puberty, I don't know how. I feel like it's gonna be easier because he's a boy, and I'll be like, hey, just know these walls are kind of silent, so or these kind of thin walls, so you know, pick a right time to do
I have major
it.
thin walls in my house, so it's hard. Like for me and my husband, and I'm like,
You gotta stop saying that word. That word is whoever invented that word is just ridiculous. Whoever invented that word was on something.
So that's why and our rooms are all close.
Right.
And that's what I hate. I'm like, oh my God. Like my son's playing video games. He's like screaming like a girl. So that's why I always post, you know, those
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
I have to hear that every night. Ah, oh my God. Ah, you an idiot.
Your oldest?
My oldest.
Okay.
And I was laughing one time so hard because that's when his voice was changing.
Oh, that's
So
funny.
it would crack. And I'm like, oh, you're yelling like a little girl in there. Like, Mom, stop. And I was like, I can hear you, dude. Like, don't yell so loud then.
Yeah.
But I feel like my little one, he wants to rush. Because when he saw that my oldest was having like hair under the pits, he's like, oh, Mom, I think I'm getting hair. I'm like, no, you're not. You're not.
Yeah.
Like, you have a couple more years, dude.
You're like, you still need to be my baby.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a mustache at 5th grade, man.
Yeah, I had the burns and the little. I had the cantinflas in 8th grade. Yeah, you know, the little one right here.
That's
See,
pretty funny.
Yeah.
now a girl, that's when the boobs start coming out. So I always hid mine, even in high school. I was like, nah, because
Embarrassment thing or?
kind like a little bit, not a lot.
Okay,
Just
right.
you know, like I was never a girly girl though.
How do you hide boobs?
Sweater,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
there you go.
Big
Yeah.
sweater? Got it.
Yeah. So
Just want to make sure.
for me, I never wanted to flaunt
Okay.
what I had.
Right.
It was like it's a guessing game. Like you're gonna guess like what I have under here, and that's you know, it's just the girls. I've always would rather be dressed comfortable than
And like flashy.
yeah. Like I don't wear dresses. You'll never see me wear a dress unless I'm in a wedding. That's it. And
You'd
then,
rather spend time on the brows than like the
yeah,
clothes, right?
like that's more important. Like you, what? My husband's like, oh, wear like a sundress. Why?
Oh damn.
Why am I gonna wear a sundress? Like,
How do you know that what that word was? So, who's wearing a
What?
sundress
What?
that you want me to?
yeah.
Why am I gonna be wearing yellow?
Right? Like, why do I need to wear a flowy dress? What am I gonna be like? You know? And he's like, just wear a dress for me. I'm like, no,
Not even once you're gonna do it for him.
no.
Damn.
I get uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
Will like
For your
literally-
husband, you don't want to wear.
No,
Sundress?
not.
They have other things for that.
Yeah. If it's like other things, then yeah, that's fine. But to go out,
Leather's
and, like,
expensive, by the way. Okay.
Yeah,
It
no,
is
it
expensive.
That didn't stay long neither.
No, that's like only like 2 seconds, and oh, there you go. It's on the side of the bed. That's how it is. It's like, thanks, Victoria's Secret. Yep.
How come there's no Victor's Secret?
Yeah, I know. But for guys, you know.
Well, that's what Victor's Secret would be for.
Yeah.
For guys.
Dang. Well, there's Adam and Eve, so you guys have
Yeah.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's mostly
Tuxedo.
Adam stuff
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that?
Oh, you've been around there.
Yeah. See.
You guys remember the commercials for Adam and Eve,
Oh,
like
yeah.
late at
Yeah.
night, whatever?
Oh, yeah.
And I always
Before
thought,
the Girls Gone
I-
Wild
yeah.
ones come on too.
what's that?
Yeah.
You know. It's Girls Gone Wild.
Spring break.
Yeah, there's.
Ugh.
Order now, you get the special first timers edition.
with the stars covering
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole like private
nips.
areas. Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember the pay-per-view channel?
Yes.
Yeah, where like it'd be like all like fuzzy.
Yep.
But if you watched it enough, not like I would know.
Sure.
No, if you-
How did you get a clear picture?
Oh, by standing. Sometimes I swear it was almost like there's some wavelength that was going in.
Your
with-
energy, like
your
just,
energy, yeah, just anything. And I remember like if it would get clear at one point, you wouldn't move, so it wouldn't
So you're like,
unfuzz itself, and you'd
I
be
gotta
like,
stand right here.
yeah, you're like, if I don't move, you're like, oh, I saw it, and you'd be all mad, all happy about it.
I'm telling you, like I have those naughty girl parties, and they're fun because it's a girls' night. So we talk about like
Everything,
everything
right?
because girls just wanna
Have fun.
Have fun, drink, have fun, and learn about all the new stuff that's coming out.
What happens at naughty parties?
So there's a consultant that comes and she takes out all the toys, and not only toys.
I feel like I've seen that like in a show or movie or something.
What's that? You probably have. I can't think of it right now.
In a movie,
like Tupperware kind of thing.
Yes, but phallical Tupperware.
Yeah.
But she just brings out, the toys that and it's not only toys. There's like lotion, there's oils, and she also gives you the background of how to use stuff. Mm-hmm. So, there's some things that some girls just don't know.
Right.
So it's nice to get a lady who's like comfortable talking about it and being like, you could do this, you could do that, you can use this, you don't have to, and even helps with other things other than
this
just
goes here, this goes there.
Do you guys remember that old lady that used to have her show, like her late night show? That was around the same time the Girls Gone Wild videos would come up and stuff. She was this old ass lady.
Oh, I feel like I remember.
You remember that? I forget her name, and she would take calls on air. And she would like answer questions. There were sex questions and stuff. Yeah. But there's this old ass lady like waving around this giant dildo. Like
she's like, I use this many times.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Yeah.
Somebody made it. I think there's a meme about it one time. I can't remember who. I don't know who you're talking about. But she was very like granny, like Buttersworth, looking, and then talking about that stuff.
Yeah, no. So she's like a golden girl.
Like listen here, Missy. Like, I'm gonna help you through this, okay?
I don't think she had that kind of voice. She had more like a.
I'm trying to sound like a granny.
Yeah. So you have to put this here. No, she was like that, but
right.
Yeah. Can you imagine somebody with a Boston accent on that thing?
Oh yeah.
I mean, why not?
If Mark Wahlberg was explaining me in a Boston accent like that, oh shit, yeah.
So Mark Wahlberg.
Some girls are
Mark Wahlberg,
huh?
So Mark Wahlberg is your guy?
He used to be. Now it's Jason Momoa.
Why? Because
he's so humble and he doesn't care what anybody thinks. Like, look, he wears like a pink scrunchie and he wears like I don't know if is it plaid?
Like, plaid's like lumberjack.
Yeah.
Okay, no, not plaid. Shirt. The silky stuff, like the
silky.
No, not
silk.
Polyester.
Polyester. I think it is.
Okay.
I think he wears polyester. I'm not sure.
He keeps his hair messy.
Oh, when he turns around and that hair flips, oh yeah. Like,
so you watch Aquaman by yourself, not with your husband?
Yeah, and then when he comes down on the ship, I'm like, no words from anybody because this is my favorite part. And he like stomps down and does that little.
Who's your husband's number one?
Jennifer Lopez. And I'm fine. I'm like, you could totally have a hall pass with that. Like, go ahead, because I know I'd want a hall pass. There
was a comedian who said that the difference between the hall pass, like those type of things, is that any girl will most likely have a chance. A guy will never get that chance.
Exactly. You think Jennifer Lopez is gonna be like?
No, Jennifer Lopez never, because he said like, he's like, my girl said, like, he's like, just imagine like Busta Rhymes, like she's like Busta Rhymes, like she could be up front there, Busta Rhymes being up there like flip mode, and you'd be like pointing at her and bring her on stage. Yeah. He's like, you can never get Beyonce. Like, I'd be like waving my arms around. Beyonce's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, you come up here." Yeah. It's never gonna happen.
I'm gonna grind on you.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen. No. We all want it to, but it won't.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Yeah, go ahead. Like, have the time of your life, because I know I would. Like, heck yeah. Like, and he knows it. He's like, I was like, I may not even come back. I don't know. Like, damn. I may just run. And he's like, I know you would. And he's like, no hall passes. Like, no. I was like,
Jason Momoa. If you ever watch this.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
Number one.
I think everybody's guy right now is Ryan Reynolds for the guys. There was a video on TikTok going around.
Yeah, no,
I've never heard that.
I'm new to this.
Look it up, and then you'll see why.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm curious.
It could just be more of an inside joke, to be honest, but
probably. Okay. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever get.
But Ryan Reynolds, even Crystal Now's like, "Do you like Ryan Reynolds?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's my man."
Okay, he is
as a joke. It's not technically. I'm not. Whatever.
No, I'm very comfortable with my sexuality.
I'm very comfortable with sexuality, so I can say those things.
Some people aren't.
No, some people get nervous about it.
Well, yeah. I mean, you've seen those like movies where like, I'm not gay, you're gay, but that's why he did it in the butt or something. It's just one of those things.
Sure, man.
Sure. I'm not gay, you're gay. Yeah. "No, kiss me." You know what I'm saying?
Happened in Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, no, Ryan Reynolds is a big thing, and then I feel like there's another guy. Anyway,
Leonardo DiCaprio is really hot too.
You know what? I have this thing with Leonardo DiCaprio with
Titanic. He should have stayed on the.
No, not that.
He could have fit on the door.
I didn't. Yeah, he could have fit on the door.
Fit
No, he also probably didn't want the maybe baby from her, so he was like, I'm out.
Yeah.
That's true.
No, I remember every girl when Titanic came out, they all loved Leonardo DiCaprio, so I always had like I hate Leonardo DiCaprio. Jealousy.
You hated Jack.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Why? Jack was.
Did he have to put the handprint on that car? It's an expensive ass car.
That wasn't him. That was her.
She put the
okay, my bad.
That was to like let us know, like, yeah.
It was good.
She hit that spot. He hit that spot. He found it. He hit that iceberg.
You watch They had robot chicken. Yeah, they had a robot chicken one where the guy who owns the car comes back as it's sinking. He goes, "Oh, I'm gonna sit in my car like a gentleman," and then he opens the car. He sits down and he's like, "Oh, I just sat in jeans."
Oh my god. No.
That's disgusting.
It is. I'm sorry, guys.
They did some weird stuff.
Walter.
Yeah.
So Rocky bring the side of you out, huh?
Yeah. No,
You know, I don't know. Like when I talk with people and I'm comfortable with them, we'll talk about like anything.
I'm pretty open, to be honest.
So, yeah.
I'm pretty open.
I love open people because then I'm usually the one out of the group that always goes dirty.
I will. Yeah, like I. You are though.
I do,
I can
Instagram,
tell Walter's trying to give himself credit too a little bit.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't trying to give myself credit. She's right though. She is the one that like I'll be like, okay. I guess
Rocky's going there.
I guess this is where the conversation goes this way. Then.
Yeah, and then you can ask any of my friends. Oh, Rocky. Okay, we'll ask Rocky. Rocky will give us the real answer, how she feels or what she knows.
It's true.
It is.
So
with
that. This is our cue to exit.
That's a pretty sound.
Well, we kind of kept.
That's what we aim for.
Any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Yeah.
Just, you guys, thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this was really fun. Whoever gets to do this, like, seriously. Like, look at me. I'm like, I'm sweating. You're making my eyebrows sweat right now. Because, like.
Well, we're also in a garage.
Well, that's too, but, like, the questions, like, with the boys, like, oh, my God, like, he's asking me about my son.
Yeah.
Oh, like, his eyebrows are melting.
Now, what were you expecting out of this? Just out of curiosity.
Going into this, she asked, and I was like, no, just.
Yeah, like I knew like he was like we're just gonna roll with it, you know.
Yeah,
he did tell me about the boys, so I was trying to like okay, like wonder what questions.
I had to make it about being parents. So like
you like bring their vaccination card just to make sure everybody's like up to date, kind of thing. Like no, I take care of them. It's like
yeah. So it went, but then I was like okay, I don't know what else he's gonna ask. Like I was getting a little nervous too.
Yeah, I mean
but then I wanted to be surprised too.
That's the whole point.
Because I
usually give everybody like a heads up, like hey, this is what. Do. But after that, like we leave it open. Like I said, if you ever want to talk anything about you can.
No.
So.
No.
Yeah, but
no, you don't want to leave Rocky on here too long because then shit's gonna get crunk up in here.
that's Rocky After Hours.
Right? Yes. That's why I should have a show myself, Rocky After Hours.
Well, I have the
we
equipment.
have the equipment.
Yeah.
And then just be like.
You can do your naughty party stuff on here too.
Be like, ladies, this is a new edition. I'm telling you, like when I'm at work, my podcast that I listen to is like girls talk about all kinds of stuff, going out, relationships, and then of course sex.
Dude, you're perfect.
Right?
You should do one.
I know, and I have plenty of girlfriends that are like, yeah, like da 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 da.
Well, we have a set. You should think about doing one.
I don't know.
It's an option.
I get nervous. Like I'm sweating in here already. Like I'm nervous.
You get over it.
Yeah.
You get over it. No,
glass of Chardonnay.
I mean, you could.
Next time I'm just gonna bring a michelada.
There you go. That works.
And then every time we I'll bring a tequila too.
See, because I got over the whole seeing myself on camera thing by doing this,
or
listening to my voice
See, and I
through
think my voice is annoying.
So do I. My own voice, not yours. My voice. No.
I'm gonna clip just that part. So do I.
Right. You better edit that out.
No, that was my therapy. Was I had to get over that I had since I was a little kid, and I got over it just by doing that. So like, if you ever think anybody ever thinks that that's something hard to get over, you have to just kind of like do it.
Do it, yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Just do it already.
You've been getting that one too,
right?
But anyway, best shout outs you want to give it?
Just shout out to my friends and family because I'm gonna tell them to watch this.
Yes.
And I know my husband's probably gonna get a little embarrassed too.
Yeah. Well, you're the one. Yeah. Well, you brought up the video, so now we're gonna try to investigate.
And now my friends are gonna know, like, I did.
There's a video, and everybody's gonna ask about it now.
Yeah.
Better not. I gotta tell my sister tomorrow. I gotta talk to her. Like,
leave all the comments that you want. I mean, on our Instagram, on our YouTube, subscribe, like. Tell us what you want to hear from Rocky next time.
Right.
Or something, yeah.
Right? Like, what do we want to... We should have, like, a subject that somebody gives us.
Well, that's what we've been hoping for eventually. But
really?
We haven't got people to...
I'm going to tell my family and friends to look this episode up.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell them, leave a subject on there.
Yeah, because we have our email. And that's something we've been, like, asking people is, like, if you want us to talk about something, we would love to have people to give us, like, hey, put the subject in, and we'll either make an episode or... Okay. Our suggestion jar or cup that we have over there, but it hasn't happened yet. But
and it's Mario, I see.
Yeah.
Are you going to Universal for Super World?
Hell yeah!
I thought of you when I was there. I was like, oh, Walter would love this.
He does.
He does.
He does.
There you go.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Universal Studios is gonna have a Super Mario theme.
Oh, like the attraction?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The Super Mario movie comes out next year.
I heard. Yeah.
He got pushed back.
People are a little afraid about Chris Pratt doing it.
Whatever. It's Mario.
I know. He's an Italian.
Well, who's he playing?
Mario.
Ah. He's not Mario material, I think.
Well, I mean,
we'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Who's Luigi? Ryan Reynolds?
No,
that'd be funny though.
I know, right?
I think he would do a good for Luigi.
Who is Luigi?
I don't know.
I forget who Luigi is.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, subscribe, you know the deal. And we'll probably, we're going to tag you on this. So if anybody wants to follow Rock,
tag me.
Well, we'll see you.
Adrian.
Boom, boom.